Welcome to another edition of Dizzarian Plays MMOs. Today I'm back in Star Trek Online. It had been a while, and after a break, I just kind of was interested in what was going on and feeling like it was time to come back in. It's got some good comments and some good likes on those videos, so I appreciate those. Helps me keep going on Star Trek Online. So today, I was thinking about going ahead and starting up the mission that I'd left off at, but instead I was kind of looking through here, and I see there's a featured episode here, The Echoes of Light, and it's for Lieutenant Commander's 10. I'm a Lieutenant Commander 16, so I should be able to do this. It says the Luke here have recently unveiled a new starship designed for space exploration. They are eager to head out into the unknown, and they've asked us to give them a hand. So let's do that. Let's see if we can do this. I've never done one of these featured episodes, so I don't even really know how they work. So let's just try it out.
We've been in regular contact with the Lucari, and they've recently unveiled a new starship designed for space exploration. They're eager to head out into the unknown, and they've asked us to give them a hand. Starfleet has decided to send you to assist them in their first voyage beyond their home system. This is an exciting time for the Lucari.
Ooh.
Watch over them and help them to see the value of space exploration, and let them make discoveries and follow their sense of wonder. Just don't let them get in over their heads.
Okay, let me guess. They're going to get in over their heads. So let's accept this mission. All right. And so for the Echoes of Light, we need to go to the Lucari system, which I should be able to push that button. No, I forget how to do this. Oh, I can't. Oh, I see. This is actually in the Alpha Quadrant, so I need to go there first. All right, a little bit of travel time here, but finally made it. You can see there's actually quite a few people in the area, so I'm not the only one trying this out. So let's see. Echoes of Light. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, Ferengi ship. Temet. We've arrived at the Lucari system. Lieutenant Commander. Their civilization hails from a moon orbiting a nearby gas giant. I'm reading their starship in a standard orbit there. I'm picking up some common traffic. Sounds like they're in the middle of a discussion with a Ferengi daemon. Helm, take us to the Lucari ship. So, look at this system.
My dear friend Kamarka, just think about how much I can help.
I try not to think about you at all, Margarine.
If not me, consider my wealth of useful contacts. Greetings. For a small, allow me to welcome you to the Lucari system. I am Daemon Modron, the sole owner of trading rights in this system. My Lucari friends and I were just in the middle of some delicate negotiations. But I'm sure I can spare a little time if you'd like to make a trade deal.
That won't be necessary, Daemon. Our business is with the Lucari.
Oh, come now. I'm sure we can reach an agreement that is to everyone's liking. I'm prepared to offer you an exclusive, once-in-a-lifetime investment opportunity.
Now, cut the channel. Hail the Lucari.
Thank you. That insistent Ferengi has been trying to make new trade deals with us since he first visited our system. Oh, everything he tries to sell is either broken or worthless.
Our mission is important. Tell me, what inspired the Lucari to explore space?
We settled this moon long ago after we were forced to leave our dying homeworld of Kantar. It was a difficult journey for us. Once we found our new home, no one was very excited about space travel. Recently, our home star was nearly extinguished by the Tholians. That led many of us to realize that we can't just sit at home anymore. We must be ready to face the galaxy on our own terms. The exploration initiative passed, and we purchased and modified the ship you see before you. S. Concordium. Based on my experience as an administrator and scientist, I was chosen to command her. It was an honor I accepted with pride and humility. Our ship is ready to go, and you are.
All right, let's proceed to our destination.
For our maiden voyage, I've chosen a star that is close enough to be within reach, but still just outside the area of space that you've explored, and obviously one that we haven't visited yet. According to your star charts, it's a yellow-white star called 20 Draconis.
Navigate, prepare course.
This isn't over. Believe me, the next deal we make will be on my terms.
Sure. There we go. We're off to explore a new star together.
We've arrived on the outskirts of the system. There's a large field of rocky debris and asteroids. We're picking up various metals and crystalline formations. Should we approach one of the larger asteroids and take some more readings?
Yeah, we'll head to one of the larger asteroids and scan it. Because that's what we do. We go and scan asteroids. And scan? I thought we were going to let them scan, but okay.
Readings coming in now. Large quantities of silicate, hematite, hafnium, iridium. Crystalline structures appear to be the result of deposits created under a heavy impact. Perhaps this asteroid was part of a larger one that broke up in a collision. Heading deeper into the field may yield more clues.
Agreed. Let's head deeper into the asteroid field. So we're going to... Of course, I'm going to have to dodge this big asteroid. Yeah, because I'm just right on it. And now I'm floating through it. That's always very realistic. Oh, goodness.
Sensors are picking up some movement on the far side of the asteroid. Not simple orbiting debris either.
Ooh, what are those? Oh, are those like the things that were in the new generation?
Cosmozoans! They're beautiful. Do you have any information about them?
They're called the Gelkli. We're sending you data files on them now.
Intriguing. The Gekli communicate
Gekli.
using radio waves and feed on dust particles and energy emissions. And, it seems an adjustment of our EM band is in order. I don't like the idea of the Concordium becoming a Gekli food source.
We're adjusting our EM band down to 0.002 cycles as well. Remodulate power system. Remodulating. Oh, shoot. Oh, I wasn't ready for that. I should have known, but I wasn't ready.
We've adjusted our power systems. I'd like to gather more data on the Gekli before we move on. Any suggestions?
We could tag them with subspace data transmitters.
An excellent idea.
With our
We'll be able to
tranquilizer
track their
gun.
movements and learn more about their migratory patterns and feeding habits. We'll need to get close in order to attach the tags safely.
Agreed. Get close to the Gekli and attach the tags with minimal force. Tag them. How are we going to tag them? Tag. Tranquilizer gun activated.
Data's coming in from the Gekli. I'd like to expand the number of tagged subjects to optimize data collection. Let's get close enough to slip in with a pod and join them in their swimming.
Right. We'll fly to the Gelkli pod and join them as they, quote, swim through the space. It's pretty neat. I dig it. Alright, so we're going to have to get over here and get close to them. Alright, so it looks like I'm close. And if you get out of range,
We're getting close-up readings from all of the creatures.
then it says we dropped out of range. So you got to really kind of play with your systems here to get it right. And it's kind of a pain. Because I'm not very good at this, and my ship isn't fast enough. I could do evasive maneuvers. Oh, and of course I run up into an asteroid thing that doesn't really work. Okay, looks like I might get it this time. If he doesn't, like, jump off into warp
They're
speed
treating
swimming.
us like one of their own. They're trying to talk to us with their radio waves. That was incredible. What a singular experience. We've spotted a larger group of them in an area not too far from here. This looks like a feeding ground for several Gekli pods. Let's go have a look.
Very well. Helm, take us to the Gekli feeding grounds. We're going the wrong way, Helm. You need to turn us around and put us right.
Gekli pods frequent this area. There's a lot of dust and particulate matter, but we can't see how the asteroids are getting broken down. I think there's something we're not seeing on the visible spectrum. Your ship has a stronger deflector than ours. Can you emit a particle wave? We could use that to illuminate things that might be happening in different spectra.
We can emit a microspectrum particle wave. Activate. What the heck? Oh my, what is going
There's
on?
some kind of subspace shearing here. It's causing cosmic strings to snap off and break up the asteroids. That must be why the Gekli feed here. There's plenty of particulate matter for them to consume in the debris fields. I think we've collected some solid data here. We're ready to move on when you are.
Let's see what lies ahead then. Warp to the next area. I feel we're building up to something.
Sensors are reading a swarm of comets passing by this stellar body. They look to have an orbital period of about 173 of your standard years. I'd like to know if they came from outside of the system and were caught in its gravity, or if they originated here. Shall we take some scans?
Sounds like the best way to go.
This comet is mostly ice and dust. There are indications that the cometary matter formed around a magnetic core. The other comets may be more interesting. Let's move to the other comets and study them closely.
Agreed. Let's check out the remaining. So they're just right there in front of us. You can see them. We'll have to... If I can learn to fly. Here we are. Yeah, I might finally get it. Take these samples. That's a new one. I don't... Oh. Yeah, I've never played this minigame. So is this some kind of ore extraction thing going on? Crazy. Pretty good at it, I think. That wasn't that time. Collect the ore.
The core sample shows signs of magnetic radioactive matter. This comet may have seen some interesting particle fields in its wandering.
That magnetic core must help drew the material that forms the corona. Alright. Oh my, it's another one. Cool. This one's a lot easier. Of course, it would help if I used my directional keys as all, like I did. That time I just used my directional keys and it helped a lot.
Detailed readings about its emissions. Based on the structure of its silicate crystals, it's been in a pattern. It picks up energy from its trip near the star, then loses that energy as it loops past the planets. It's like ice melting and refreezing, but it seems to lose a large quantity of energy all at once near here. I'm not sure why. The radioactivity should be steady.
Perhaps something is draining the energy. Let's keep looking.
These comets seem to have a long orbit that coincides with the orbit of a Class A planet nearby. I'd like to launch a probe and see if the cometary movements have had any impact on the planet.
Agreed. Let's launch the probe and collect some more detailed readings. Launch probe. Boom. Got 5 seconds to wait on our probe data.
Probe data received. The planet is radiating a considerable amount of heat for its size. Nothing our shields can't handle, but I don't see any expeditions to its surface happening anytime soon. Curious. I'm picking up several large, moving sources of energy. Sensors indicate they're a life form of some kind. A cosmozoan, but not the Gekli. I'd like to study them if we can.
Alright, let's go take a closer look at those life forms.
Its surface is partially molten.
Okay.
Detected planet side. Then again, it is rather warm down there. There they are.
What is that?
Magnificent, aren't they?
Oh, those are cool. I think we've seen those before in the next gen too. But I can't remember.
The creatures are
Farpoint
luminescent ovoids?
Kendarian.
Not
Oh,
sure
that's
how to
right.
describe them. They remind me of an aquatic life form native to Lucari Prime. There are little ones huddling close to the planet's atmosphere. They must use the heat and the planet's electrical discharges to survive.
They're a type of Canandrian. We're sending you files now.
Interesting. These life forms were encountered by the USS Enterprise D on Deneb 4, someplace called Farpoint
Yep,
Station.
Farpoint. Yep.
They haven't been seen anywhere else since. We shouldn't harm them or their young. Let's transmit a greeting, then be on our way.
Right. We'll move close and transmit a greeting to them.
The color display must be a form of communication. I didn't realize
That's
that
pretty
life
cool.
forms could exist in this fashion, living off the heat of planets, feeding on the particles in space, absorbing radiation from the cosmos. There's so much to see. Let's head to the next planet in the system and see what's there.
All right.
Forms could exist in this fashion,
Oh.
living...
Yeah, warp out.
Are you seeing this? My sensors indicate this planet is completely devoid of any organic material, and yet it has a breathable atmosphere and lies well within the system's habitable zone. Most curious.
Yeah, agreed. I think a closer look is in order.
I'm picking up residual levels of radiation. Oh my. I believe I know what happened to this world. Some kind of proto-matter wave happened here.
Protomatter? But that's dangerously unstable.
Not if you know how to resolve the chaotic turbulence with a tarfine reduction.
Of course.
This was a recent event. Some kind of proto-matter incident happened, and it wiped out all life on the planet. I think we should send an away team down to learn more.
Agreed. We'll beam down to see what's happening. Yeah, they look good.
Oh, not sure I'll ever get used to transporters. Let's see. Initial scans suggest this area used to be inhabited, but I can't find a single trace of organic matter. None. I see some carvings on those canyon walls. Let's take a look.
That pillar near the canyon wall looks interesting as well. All right. So it looks like we're going to have an away mission here. And what is this stuff? Examine it.
The walls of this canyon were worked by tools. I'm sure of it. Sentient life forms lived here. Until the proto-matter detonation. This pillar here. It seems to be a sign pointing to that canyon. Perhaps a pathway there leads to a settlement of some kind. I'm reading metallic objects there as well.
Yes, let's
Shall we
follow
take a
the
look?
path and figure this out. Well, yeah, I don't think we need
Look,
any kind of
there's some kind of
sensors
large structure further down
to
the
see
canyon.
that this is not was made by some sentient life form. It's not any mystery.
Look at the size of that plaza.
Yeah, it's big.
Must have had quite a developed culture. Let's take some readings up there. This looks like a town square or ceremonial center of some kind. I see some murals on the far side of the square over there by that arch. I'd like to examine them. They might tell us more about this place.
Agreed. Let's examine the nearby murals. Oh, up there on the top. These guys.
These murals depict people bringing some objects to this place. Crystals or gems, I believe? They built their settlement around this site. I believe it was a place of great significance to them. The next mural may hold more clues for us.
All right.
Let's have a look.
Yeah. Oh, I guess she means these above the door. Okay. Or on the door, one or the other. I would think those up there.
This mural depicts the construction of this large structure. I suspect it was a temple or a place of contemplation for the people. The crystals were revered by the locals, perhaps even worshipped by them. We'd better have a look at the next mural, don't you think?
Well, yeah. Of course we should. And more crystals.
The crystals depicted in this mural appear to be growing for some reason. I wonder if this is a symbolic or literal representation of events. Perhaps the structure needed to be modified to hold the volume of crystals they collected over the years.
The crystals may have grown through natural means as well. I mean,
Quite
crystals
the
do
enigma
grow.
we found here. I suspect there's more to be found inside. Getting there will be a challenge, however. According to my scans, these pillars are connected to some kind of massive mechanical structure. Probably at the peak of technology for these people. I believe it's some kind of opening mechanism for the structure's door.
Can we open it by deploying some kind of device or using tricorders?
We could probably force it open, but that could damage the structure, and too much force could even collapse it entirely. I suggest we create a holographic forensic reconstruction.
Really?
Yes, it would be based on analysis of things like footprints, wear patterns, and local construction. We can learn what people did here, how they went about their lives, and how they made the device work. We'd be watching a replay of history, roughly speaking. Let's start by gathering information from relics and leftover traces of the people who once lived here.
All right, we'll start looking for these old things. I don't like that. I guess let's just get in there and get it done. Some old pots.
Opposable thumbs and indicate a likely handspan of 22 centimeters.
Some footprints.
Based on these footprints, these people had a stride that places them at about 1.6 meters on average. The wear patterns here show us that people leaned against here frequently. This was a meeting and gathering area.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now what?
These relics should be covered with dust and sand, worn away by time and wind. But they're all uncovered. No organic matter left, and everything left behind in its place. Frozen in time, like...
Like these people died recently?
Yes. The evidence seems clear. The proto-matter detonation happened only weeks, perhaps even days ago. We're going to need to make an accurate simulation to continue our studies here. I suggest using modified pattern enhancers to do this.
Yeah, whatever. So we're gonna have to set up... I don't know why she's so careful. If everything's dead, let's just do it.
The last one. All enhancers online and standing by.
Alright, do it.
All right. The enhancers should give us a pretty good image range. Your tricorder can then act as the center of the network control for the enhancers. I can tie in my data to your tricorder whenever you're ready. Get a little close to the center of the square so we can see what happens.
Alright. Aha, so we're gonna see an reenactment. Alright, we got some worshippers over here. Yeah. Is this one guy doing stuff?
Note that the alien is using the pillars in a specific order.
actually, we're the aliens here.
They're making the murals match up on each pillar.
And then what? Get on with it. Ah. He screams at the temple. Nothing happens.
Looks like some kind of functionary, priest or bureaucrat, I think, would unlock the door by turning the murals on the pillars. The top mural on each pillar seems to be locked in place for reference. We should follow the order they used on the pillar murals. If we can turn them correctly, I believe we'll unlock the door.
Alright, turn the millers on the board in proper order to unlock the door. Got it. Okay, so we're going to go over here. And, I don't know which one they did. They're going to rotate the lower. Lower. Middle.
Look here. That's the first pillar set in place.
Alright, so I'm going to do each one of these. And the final pillar. These are kind of like Elder Scroll puzzles from Skyrim, aren't they? Kinda. There we go. Dun dun dun. We're all gonna die. Oh no, that's a Starfleet symbol. What the heck?
That's it! It's working! Well done! Shall we see what secrets this building holds? I think I see another mural inside the doorway. We should take a look at it.
Yeah. Considering it's us.
Isn't that the symbol of your Starfleet? How did it get here? How could it be in a temple of people who don't even have electricity, much less space travel? This is getting stranger by the minute.
Indeed, let's look for
We
some
should
more.
search the temple.
Looks like we've come here before.
Those people in the picture, they don't look like the others.
They're from Starfleet, but Starfleet of the 23rd
What
century.
happened here?
Another
If
one of these.
Starfleet officers contacted this civilization in the past, why wouldn't you have a record of it? We should head deeper into the temple and continue our search.
Affirmative. Time to search for answers deeper in the temple.
I think the panel on the wall here can be pushed to open something. Those inner doors across from the panel are opening.
Ooh, look at that.
What is all of this?
I don't know. It's messed up.
According to my tricorder, we've reached ground zero. This is where someone detonated the protomatter bomb. From here, a self-propagating cascade of proto-energy radiated outward in all directions, washing over the entire planet.
Could this have been failed terraforming?
Doubtful. I believe what did this was built specifically as a weapon. There's no new ecosystem. All life was eliminated. I'm picking up a residual energy signature here. Take a look. 16 centimeter wavelength with a slight kaon leak. I've seen this before. It's a byproduct of Zenkathi technology.
Zenkathi? Here? I don't know Zenkathi. Sir, we found the derelict space station in orbit around the planet. It's unpowered and covered in decades of dust, which made it hard to pinpoint in the asteroid ring. Unfortunately, we aren't the only ones to find it. Several starships have arrived in the system, and they're laying claim to the station. What should we do? Beam me up. Let's go. is unfinished. We're on the old K-Series Federation Deep Space Station. But how did it get out here? What happened to it? An old K-Series? Could it be? Ah. Examining the placard. It says Deep Space K-13. Lieutenant Commander, the station was lost in time over 100 years ago. 140 to be precise. I remember. I was there. Hello again, old friend.
You're trespassing. I'm claiming this station as salvage, along with everything in it. A little piece of history like this will be quite the vacation site. Experience life on the final frontier at Modron's K-13. But I digress. Unless you're here to discuss leasing opportunities, I suggest you beam off my station.
It's not your station yet. I'll take a look around.
Careful. This old beauty needs some serious repairs. It'd be a shame if something happened to you, or the active stasis pods my men found on board.
Then I'd see to it nothing like that happens, Damon. Out.
Fair warning. My Nausicaan guards aren't very fond of intruders.
Alright, this episode is going long, so I'm going to have to go ahead and wrap this episode up, and we'll continue on in the next episode. So I'll try to put these out pretty close together, that way we can see what happens. Hope you're enjoying this. If you are, make sure you hit that thumbs up and leave any comments that you may have. And as always, if you haven't yet, subscribe. I've got more of these coming out, and I got a lot of MMO stuff coming out, so you want to make sure you're subscribed. So, till next time, bye.